Good morning, culés. We are waking up in a trophy day. Super Copa Champions. Barcelona beating Real Madrid 3-1. I'm excited, my friends. Just waking up with a smile on my face. It feels good. It feels very good. Just let that sink in. Barcelona dominating Real Madrid. You could say, embarrassed the current La Liga champions, soon to be knocked off of their high horse. Anyway, I digress. I'm just excited, folks. Welcome to the Undefeated channel. Welcome to this episode of Wake Up and Barca, where we cover live Barcelona news. We have a little bit of caffeine. We catch up with the culés from around the world, have a little conversation as we start our day. And in today's episode, we will be doing a full match overview and analysis. We'll be talking about the good, the bad, the Barca from Barcelona's 3-1 victory in the Supercopa final. And of course, we will be giving out the mustache man of the match, all happening on today's episode. So if you want to be part of the conversation, make sure you subscribe. participate in the chat with your fellow culés as we catch up on the news, support the badge, support each other. That's what we do here on this channel. Again, welcome to you all. With that out of the way, let's kick things off the right way.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
All right, my friends, let's go. Welcome. Again, those on TikTok, hello and welcome. Lalo the Goat, thank you so much for the love. Right back at you. Make sure you give me a follow. If you want the full experience, swipe over to my profile, click the link in the bio. That will get you over to YouTube, which is where you all are watching, all right? Whether you've been here since day one or you're just finding us for the first time, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, come hang out with us. We're live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday covering Barcelona news, and then, of course, we are here for the Barcelona matches doing live commentary, cheering on the Blaugrana. That's what we do here on this channel. Good morning, everybody. Like I said, we are waking up today with the first trophy in the Xavi era. It feels so good. I've just got goosebumps. Gonna focus? Got goosebumps right now. Just waking up to our first trophy. I'm very excited. I'm going to turn to the chat, say my good mornings, see how we're doing. But first, I want to dive right in and do a quick overview before we get into the good, the bad, the Barca. So let's do a quick overview. Barcelona, of course, winning 3-1 yesterday in the Super Copa de España final. Goals from Gavi, goals from Lewandowski, and goals from Pedri. Benzema got a little consolation goal at the end. We don't care too much about that. Would have been nice to get the clean sheet, right? But we don't care too much about that. Going into some of the stats, very even. Both teams with just over 10 shots. Barcelona with 11, Real Madrid with 12, both with 6 on target. Possession, 54 to Barca, 46 to Real. Passing, 636 to Barca, 548 to Real. Passing accuracy, 89 to 88. You see what I'm saying? Split pretty evenly stats-wise. Except for the one that matters, my friends. 3-1. A big victory. No, don't do it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
reset the counter. Amateur hour over here. You all didn't see it on TikTok because you don't get all the glitz and glamour, but I restarted my intro as I tend to do. It's okay, it happened. We should keep track of how often I do it on Mondays versus a Wednesday or a Friday. I feel like Mondays are the day when it typically happens. Anyway, we're not here to be perfect. We're here to connect with our fellow culés, have some positive interactions as we talk about Barcelona. All right, that's what we're here for. So I'm going to turn to the chat. I'm going to say my good mornings. We'll see who's here today hanging out with us. Again, TikTok, swipe, link, YouTube. Drop a like if you're enjoying the content. Let's see who's here with us today. Steve Tidd's in the house. How we doing, sir? Says United versus Barca soon. Yes, indeed. It's going to be a good tie. Both teams in good form. We'll be talking about that in episodes upcoming. Meteor, hello and welcome. I think you might be new to the community. Glad to see you. Nishit, hello. Martin's Marvel, good to see you. Ghost Lost, now we're seeing some regulars here. Theophilus, what's up, brother? Let me scroll down here. We got Kyle Cash in the house. How we doing, sir? Coffee at Dawn. Good morning. Alex, hello. Leo FCB, hello. Am I missing anybody else? Matinho, of course. How we doing? Putting in, what are we? I'm not sure. Matinho's dropping a lineup in the chat. I haven't caught up on things. I'm not sure what we're talking about here. But anyway, Toaz, how we doing? Saint, hello. Good morning to you all. TikTokers, love right back at you. Hope everybody's doing well. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Again, you want the full experience, all you got to do is swipe over to my profile, click the link in that bio. Folks, what do we think? How are we feeling today? Let me know. Scale of 1 to Visca Barca. How are we feeling waking up today? Let me know down in the chat. Let me know if you're watching on replay in the comments. Scale of 1 to Visca Barca. How are you feeling today? Visca Barca, of course, being the most excited. How are you feeling today? Let me know. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling like even though we are in the dead of winter, I just feel like this truly was the turning of the page to the new era, to the Xavi era. This was a big win for Barcelona, going after what is historically their big brother, Real Madrid. I know we are very proud culés, and sometimes we forget that we're actually the smaller club. Historically, Real Madrid are the ones that are supposed to be winning these trophies, that are supposed to be more successful. So anytime that we get one over Real Madrid, let's keep that in mind, that we're the underdogs, that we're the good guys going up against the Galacticos. All right? Let's have that perspective and let's really appreciate this trophy. Am I right? It's our first trophy without Messi? Am I wrong? Or am I right about that? Xavi's first trophy without Messi. Am I right about those two things? I think I might be. Somebody fact check me on that one. We're going to keep the conversation going here, and then we're going to turn and do the good, the bad, the Barca, where we talk about what was good about the match, what was bad. We talk about what was Barca, meaning what represented the badge. It's going to be a lot. And then we'll give out the mustache man of the match. All right, we're going to do that here in just a couple moments. I'm seeing everyone is feeling Visca Barca on a scale of 1 to Visca Barca of how we're feeling this morning. I'm seeing a lot of Visca Barcas in the chat. I appreciate it. Matinho, Nishit, Alex, I appreciate it, my friends. Let's see here. Matinho says we won 4-0, 0-1, and 3-1 against Madrid in just 300 days. Amen to that. We did lose one in there, but that's okay. No big deal. Coffee at Don saying Real Madrid said that they signed the super center back of Chelsea and we got the substitute with a laughing, crying face. I hear you on that one. I think Christensen outperforming everybody's expectations, had a little chip on his shoulder there. Ghost Law says, feel happy because Gavi is in our team. Amen to that. Martin says, yes, first trophy without Messi. Okay, so first trophy without Messi, first trophy for Xavi. It's very exciting. Saint asks, do you think Xavi has an actual era in Barcelona? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Lore, how we doing? Says, like Araujo said, empezó la nueva era. Translation, the new era has begun. Amen. Nishit says, let's just think we got Christensen for 50 million and Ferran for... Oh, I get what you're saying. Let's just swap the value. Let's just, in our head, think we paid for Christensen and got Ferran for free. I see what you're doing there. All right. Matinho says, we had Garcia and Roberto at defense when we lost. Fair. This was the full Barcelona squad. And I was so proud of these boys. In fact, okay, let's get into it. All right. Let's discuss the good, the bad, and the Barca. I'm excited for this one, my friends. Let me get things queued up here. As we have done our match overview, we've looked at the stats. Now let's talk about some more of the details. Let's talk about what was good, what was bad, what was Barca, and let's give out the mustache man of the match for Barcelona's 3-1 win over Real Madrid in the Super Copa final. Ooh, this was exciting, my friends. So let's first, like I said, talk about what was good about this match. Let's starting with, I know words. Let me take a sip of my coffee, just calm things down a little bit. I'm excited, all right? Starting with Ter Stegen, not getting the clean sheet, but still coming up huge, getting some big saves, and I really don't blame him for that goal that Benzema got, a little consolation goal, which I didn't like, okay? Didn't like that Benzema got it, I should say. Little consolation goal at the end. I don't blame him. We kind of fell asleep, saved the first shot, didn't get the second one. Ter Stegen, excellent performance. He's so reliable. New hair, new attitude. Ter Stegen looking great between the posts. Loving what he's doing back there. Frankie de Jong and Boosie in the midfield doing a double pivot role, just holding things down, not letting Real Madrid start their counterattacks, just being an absolute roadblock in that midfield. I am loving what I'm seeing from Frankie and Boosie in that midfield. Absolutely loving it. Loving it, my friends. I continue on with what was good about this match when I talk about Koundé and Christensen, a center back pairing. We saw a little swapsies there with Araujo at right back. Koundé and Christensen this time. Incredible performance, shutting down Benzema. Benzema had to drop and start playing a number 10 role just to get involved in the match. And then when Benzema was dropping deep, if Vinny Jr. or Rodrigo or Valverde ran in centrally, no problem, shut down. Koundé, Christensen, absolutely amazing. Balde, come on. It is a coming out party for Balde. The one run in particular where it may have been accidental. The first touch looked a little heavy, but he played it into space. He runs onto it. He gallops forward. He glides forward. And then Balde plays a perfect line-splitting pass cross field to Dembele. It was absolutely incredible. Dembele then missed it. We'll talk about that in a second. But the run, the pass from Balde in a big match against a big opponent. Balde, let's go. I'm very excited for this young man's future. Some people giving him some Alphonso Davies comparisons. And you know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Balde, excellent match. Can't wait to see more of him. But the good box, I mentioned earlier, goes to Xavi's first trophy for the club. Sidebar, first trophy without Messi, but that's not what we're focused on. Xavi's first trophy. The new era has truly begun. We've said it a few times, but this really does feel like we've done it. First trophy against Real Madrid gets the good box in this week's Good, Bad, and Barca. Moving on then to what was bad about the match. Okay, and there wasn't a lot. Wasn't a lot at all. Let me just quickly touch on something that I just mentioned. After Balde's amazing pass, splitting the defensive lines across field to Dembele. Dembele's one-on-one with the keeper, and he misses. That tends to happen. Dembele gets his goals here and there, but he's not a sharpshooter. He's not a dead eye in front of goal. He's a setup man. He's an assist man, which is amazing. Love it. I'm not saying Dembele out or anything like that. I want him to sign an extension. I want it to be on a reasonable salary. I want everyone to understand the role that Dembele will play, which is not going to be the guy that finishes those attacks for now. If he ever does get over that hurdle, we're talking Mbappe levels, all right? But he's not there. So just a quick little, should have finished that. He didn't, which was bad, all right? I also mentioned, didn't like that Benzema got that consolation goal. Would have been nice to have the clean sheet. Would have been even nicer if that consolation goal went to someone other than Benzema, all right? Because Madrid says, you know how it is. You know how it is. I also want to call out that, what was it, about 10, 15 minutes into the second half, Ancelotti all but throws in the towel. He knew that he was outmatched. He knew that this match was only going to go further downhill for Real Madrid, already down 2-0 to the Blaugrana. So he subs off Modric. He starts making changes. He takes off Modric for, who was it, Ceballos? He's clearly throwing in the towel so that Madristas can say, oh, well, we didn't even take this match seriously. Look, we only played Modric for part of the game, and we didn't even, and, you know, and the... All right. Ancelotti being very sneaky in offering a bit of an excuse for Real Madrid there. But what I saw was 60 minutes of the best Madristas against the best Blaugranes. And we took them to school, to absolute school. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Loved it. So the only thing that gets in the bad box is the final whistle for ending this match. I could have watched this for days on end. This was pure Barcelona football. Dominating possession, but in a creative, attacking way. Not possession for possession's sake. Really taking it to Real Madrid. Embarrassing Toni Kroos. Embarrassing Toni Kroos. Go back and watch the highlights. Embarrassing Toni Kroos. Embarrassing Toni Kroos. I'm just saying. So for the bad box, the final whistle. It's the only thing that I really didn't like about this match. Could have watched it for days, like I said. All right. With that out of the way, shake off the bad. Let's talk about what was Barca about this match. And again, we got a lot. We got a lot of things here. Number one, for representing the badge, what was Barca about this match was the genius level tactical adjustments of Xavi. Comes out with the same formation that we saw against Atletico Madrid with a 3-2-3-1, if you want to call it that, or a 4-2-2-2, if you want to call it that. It's almost hard to pin down. But what we see is four midfielders, Busi, Pedri, Gavi, and Frankie. But this time around, as opposed to Atletico Madrid, he swaps Pedri and Gavi. He puts Gavi out wide left. Pedri playing in between Lewandowski and Dembele. And then with the back line, swapping Koundé and Araujo to have Araujo out at right back, marking Vinny Jr. Genius level from Xavi. Absolute genius level. It's such a subtle change, swapping the players in those two lines, Pedri and Gavi, Araujo and Koundé, but the impact that it made. Okay, and we're not even talking about him initially putting together the tactics and the lineups of the four midfielders and figuring all that out. Barcelona dominated this match, and a lot of that comes down to Xavi and his tactical genius. It was absolutely incredible to watch, so exciting. Pedri's performance, cannot sing his praises enough. Pedri's gonna be the Iniesta of this team, where he doesn't always get the goals, he doesn't always get the assists, even though he did get one here today. He's going to be that playmaker in the midfield that gives us the pass before the pass, okay? It's going to be brilliant to watch, but he may not show up on the stat sheets every time. Again, this time Pedri does. He gets the goals, absolutely amazing. So good. Defensively, already mentioned his name, Araujo. I want to give all of these players the Barca box, okay? It's player after player I would love to put in the Barca box here. Araujo's performance shutting down Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr. was like, forget this, I'll go play on the other side of the pitch. Never mind, I don't even want this. So Araujo, lights out performance. But you gotta recognize this man, Lewandowski. 1 goal, 1 assist. And not just that, but doing it in a big match. Finally, this has been the one complaint about Lewandowski is that up until now, he hasn't really shown up for Barca in the big matches, meaning Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich earlier in the season. Wasn't getting the goals, wasn't finishing the chances. This time he does. He comes up big for us. So Lewandowski gets the Barca box for his goal and assist in the 3-1 victory, which means it should be no surprise who gets the mustache man of the match. It is the golden boy, Gavi. This kid is incredible. Give me more Gavi. Gavi all day, every day. Gavi all night. Gavi forever. Gavi is Barcelona. I could not be more excited about this kid's future. The heart, the determination, the creativity, the commitment, the energy. Goosebumps from Gavi. I love this kid. A goal, 2 assists, bossing the midfield. He played this entire game like he was carrying the image that Toni Kroos posted on Instagram through the entire 90 minutes. He was playing with such determination and motivation, just box to box, carrying this team, creating, defending. He does it all. Gavi for president. He gets the mustache man of the match. A huge shout out to the entire Barcelona team. Everyone who stepped on the pitch was absolutely incredible. I got no complaints performance-wise. Barcelona 3-1 Super Copa champions. The new era has begun. Yes. Let me know what you think, my friends. That does it for the good, the bad, the Barca. For Barcelona's 3-1 win over Real Madrid. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to turn to the chat, see what you're thinking, get your opinions. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? What would you change? And if you're watching on replay, let me know down in the comments. Participate in the conversation. Keep things going. Let me know what you would change about the good, the bad, the Barca, the mustache man of the match. Either way, I know we're excited for this one, my friends. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Seeing what we got going on in the chat here. I see there's some debate going on. Kudus is in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Kudus, hopefully you have the day off today. I'm sure most of us do. Happy MLK Day to all of you out there. Love and support everybody, all right? Doesn't matter where you were born, what you believe in, how you identify. It doesn't matter. Be a good person. Have empathy. Lead with love. Love over fear, all right? That's a big part of making this world a better place, is just make more decisions out of love instead of fear, all right? So that is my message to you all here on Martin Luther King Day here in the States. If you're not familiar, look up the history. But for me, it's about leading with love over fear, all right? So I love you all very much, very much. I really do. I know we got people from all over the world, all different backgrounds, races, religions, nationalities, identities, all that stuff. So I'm glad that we get to come together. I'm glad that we get to connect over our love of Barcelona, and then we go from there. All right, we get to discover that, like, oh, look, we're all humans here, despite our differences. Oh, look at that. Oh, weird. We're all just talking monkeys on this flying spaceship hurling through the galaxy. Maybe we should stop fighting each other. Anyway, I know we're not here to talk about that, but it is what it is. That's life, right? I love you all very much. I'm glad that you're here. Let me know what you think about the good, the bad, the Barca. Very excited. Very excited. TikTokers, again, I appreciate you hanging out. Make sure we're tapping the screen, get those hearts scrolling up. And if you want to get the full experience, swipe over, click the link in my profile, and we'll go from there. I see a question in the chat, actually. Is it true we're going to get Correa? We'll talk about that in just a moment. There's a couple of transfer rumors we're going to go over here after I get caught up on the chat here. Kudis says, nudge, nudge, drop them likes. Absolutely. Thank you, Kudis, for the reminder. What else we got here? Let me get caught up on the chat. Matinho says, come on, Mustache John. What did I do? What did I miss? Let me get caught up here. Toaz says, shout out to Balde, keeping his composure after missing a big chance. Yes. Woo. Almost spilled my coffee everywhere. Jacob says, dude, your streams are amazing. Can't wait for you to get 1 million subs. Thank you so much, Jacob. I appreciate that. I'm still working on how to keep getting new eyes on the channel. Algorithms change. Sometimes I don't keep up with posting clips like I should, that kind of stuff. I digress. We're still building this community. We'll get to 1 million. Don't you worry. But for the time being, it's not about how big it is. It's about how good it is. Quality over quantity. We're building this community with folks that get it. All right? That come here for good conversation, enjoy good football. You don't even have to be a Barcelona supporter. You really don't. Good football, good conversation. If you're into those two things, then you're in the right place, my friends. And I appreciate you having here. Absolutely, Kudis. We will build through the undefeated mentality. Amen to that. Absolutely. Jacob says, Barcelona is my local club. Man, I am blessed. Jacob, you need to tell your friends to start supporting Barcelona and get in that stadium. From my interpretation, I hear the locals don't give it the love and support that they sometimes deserve because it's more of a touristy thing, which I get. Counting on you, Jacob. KN1 says, good morning, John. Good morning to you. KN1, finally back here after a long semester in college. Barcelona absolutely dominated Madrid. Glad you're still making incredible streams. Visca Barca. Thank you, KN1. I appreciate the love and support. We will continue on undefeated. This channel might evolve and change over time. We add in segments. We do new things, all that. But we're going to keep showing up. We're going to keep showing up for the undefeated community, for the Stash Squad. Because I love you all very much. What's my take on our midfield? Incredible. I love what Xavi's doing with the 4 midfielders right now. I think it plays on the strengths of all four of them, and it gets our best 11 players on the pitch. So loving what I'm seeing there. Absolutely good stuff. All right, couple other pieces of news here. I know there's been some rumors around Rafinha potentially leaving. Will it be Arsenal? Will it be somewhere else? Manchester United? Someone else in the English Premier League? It'll be none of the above, my friends. Look how happy this man is. Rafinha posting on Instagram earlier, the first of the season, the first with that giant shirt that is FC Barcelona. Just give thanks for this incredible moment. Let's go for more. Look at the smile on this man's face. You're telling me that he's interested in going to any other club? You're telling me that he's being lured by some lesser club? You're telling me that this guy right here wants to go somewhere else? Wrong. He's staying, folks. Se queda. And this time, I say it confidently, all right? Rafinha is going nowhere. Rafinha is going to take a little bit more time to develop. New team, new country, new league, big expectations. I give him a full season. A full season. I will judge Rafinha next year. I think by the end of this season, we'll start to see what we're going to get from Rafinha, and I think it's going to be big things. So calma, culés. Give this man a little bit of patience, a little bit of grace. He loves the club. He's doing what he can for the badge, and I think he's going to be on to big things. So Rafinha stays, and I'm happy about that. Next piece of news, my friends, related to the transfers. This is from Rashad Rahman, sharing with us Memphis will not be signing for Inter. As things stand, the Correa-Memphis swap operation hasn't advanced, and neither was the Argentine player's profile considered as convincing. This is according to Mateo Morito and Juan Martí. Good news sources there. So I would consider that a dead deal, I should say. Not a done deal, a dead deal. I don't think we're going to see any Correa for Memphis swap anytime soon. I don't think it's going to be. Don't think it's going to be happening. Bonnie, how we doing? Good to see you. Alexander, good to see you as well. Just asked if Depay is going to leave. I think that answers your question. I would say no. And folks, the last little piece of news I want to share with you all, and this is just good news, little uplift for our day. Sergio Aguero is playing a little 7v7 in the Kings League. This is Gerard Piqué's league over in España. Let me go full screen on this bad boy. You don't need any sound. But it's just good to see that Aguero is on a pitch of any size, playing football, scoring goals. Of course, he had that heart condition, forced him to retire from professional football. So this is a nice little taste of Aguero. He does the Messi celebration. Glad to see it. Happy just to have him out on the pitch. Again, very scary. Very scary what happened to Aguero. So, glad to see him out there. Hopefully that puts a smile on your face. Hopefully you enjoyed today's live stream. I know we've got a lot more to talk about. I see folks asking about other transfer rumors. We will maybe get into that on Friday's episode of Wake Up in Barca. Let me see what actually fixture-wise, what we got coming up next. Oh, we play Thursday? Yes, we do. We play Thursday in the Copa del Rey. I will have to check my schedule, to be honest, to see if I can do a live watch along. Either way, we will be doing a little match preview of that Copa del Rey match. That'll be happening on Wednesday. And then Friday, we'll do a little match review of Copa del Rey. And then we'll get into a match preview for Barcelona Getafe. That's going to be happening at 12:30. So a lot more to come on this channel. Match previews, match reviews, all the Barcelona news being covered right here on the Undefeated channel during Wake Up and Barca, where you get to connect with your fellow culés, catch up on some news, have a positive start to the day, which is hopefully what we had here today. All right, we got a nice little match review. We did the good, the bad, the Barca. Again, if you're watching on replay, let me know your thoughts. We'll circle back. We'll keep the conversation going. Kuda says a stash transfer portal special. Yeah, we'll get that going. Love the ideas. I appreciate everyone tuning in and hanging out with me. Kudis, with another reminder, drop a like on your way out. If you're watching on TikTok, same thing. Double tap that screen. Make sure you give us a follow. And I will see you on the next episode of Wake Up in Barca, which is Wednesday. Again, match preview for our Copa del Rey tie. Until then, go out there and have positive interactions. High fives and hugs for whoever wants them. I appreciate you very much. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride.